It is finally time to dig these cannas and save them for the winter. And I hope that they're okay because we have had really crazy temperatures here in Indiana and I'm a little bit late to digging them up, so wish me luck. If you don't want to buy cannas from the store in the spring, there are two ways that you can get them for free. Well, you need to invest a little bit of time, but they're mostly free. You can save the seeds from the plants that you grow during your gardening season, making sure that the seeds are nice and dark, and you will get beautiful cannas from the seedlings that you grow. Now, if you only have one type of cannas growing in your garden, more than likely you will get the same color and the same variety of cannas from your seeds. But if you have different varieties, different colors, more than likely you'll get a mix of different colors. So the seeds will not come through to the mother plant. The second way that you can save your canna plants for the next year is by saving the rhizomes during the winter, by keeping them indoors in a cool, dark place. And by rhizomes, I really am talking about the tubers or roots, which a lot of people call them that way. However way you call them, they are the potato-looking things that really develop underneath the soil. And when you save those rhizomes, you really get true canna plants from the original mother. So you don't have to worry about them mixing with other canna colors or varieties. Now, the tricky part about these rhizomes or tubers is that they really don't handle the cold well, and they can really rotten if you get really crazy temperatures wherever you have them, in the ground or in containers. So as soon as you get your first frost, you should definitely be digging your cannas and not wait until the end of November to really get this done. Okay, this one is huge. This one is absolutely huge, and you might be asking yourself, why was the other one so tiny and this one is so huge? Well, these ones right here are the ones that I started last year from rhizomes. And the first one that I just showed you, I started those from seed. So you can really tell how massive these are. And the tubers or the rhizomes really that were closer to the side of the planter, like this was the back of the planter. Some of these feel a little rotted, but most of them feel nice and strong. So it would just be a matter of cleaning and choosing which rhizomes I'm going to be saving, because I'm not going to save any of the soft ones. And looks like there's a lot of work ahead of me. Earlier in the season, when my cannas were in this planter blooming and glorious looking, I came and I tagged them because I knew that I was going to be saving the rhizomes, and I had two different colors here, and I just grabbed some tape, some marking tape, and I tagged the plants so that I knew which rhizomes were which. There are two different kinds of cannas here. I had some really nice classic yellow looking cannas, and the others were these almost spiky looking orange ones that the hummingbirds just love. So I just want to make sure that I have them separated so I don't mix them, and that's why you see those green tags everywhere. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dig all of these cannas. I am going to separate them by variety, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. I have been growing cannas for quite a few years now, and in most of those years I started them from seed because they're easy. I don't have to mess with any saving or digging of the rhizomes, and I have been very happy with the results. But one of the things that I noticed from growing cannas from rhizomes is that the plants that I get during that growing season are healthier and stronger, and they just get massive. They do not compare with the ones that I started from seed. It's funny to me that I thought that I was going to be mixing them up whenever I was digging them, but right now I can really tell the difference. These two yellow cannas, I started them from seed. And yes, they started by that little round black seed that is super hard to crush into it. But these are the tubers that they made. They are really, really tiny. I mean, I have a good 2 starters there for 2 plants next year. And I know that these cannas, if they make it through the winter, if the rhizomes make it through the winter, they're going to be amazing. Same thing with this guy right here. I probably have enough for 2, and they're going to be just amazing. So these are the ones that I started from seed, but these are the ones that I went to Menards one day early in the spring, and I saw this gorgeous orange type of cannas, and I started them. They were like a tiny little thing, you guys. They were like a tiny little clusters of rhizomes, and they developed, like, look at this one. This one developed amazing. And like I said, the plants that I start from rhizomes, from my experience, grow beautiful, strong, healthy cannas. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove a bunch of this soil here because I don't wanna save the soil. So I am going to clean all the soil from these canna tubers, and I am going to let them dry for maybe like half of a day outside, just so they dry a little bit. I am going to put them in brown paper bags in a dark, cool place. In the coolest place in my house where it doesn't freeze. I definitely will not be taking this into my unheated garage, because if they freeze, they're just going to rot through the winter. So like I said, I still have a lot to do. As you are cleaning these guys, it's really easy to kind of break them apart. I want to try to separate them to get all of that soil in between, but I don't really want to just leave them like small. You can kind of feel how these guys break apart from each other. There we go. And some of them may break in half, and that's fine because I have plenty here. Okay, I am not hurting for canna tubers. So I'm going to leave this one like this. That's pretty much how these guys are going to go. Now, I'm going to leave them out here, and I'm going to let them dry a little bit, and I am going to come here and feel, touch, and like this guy, this was the stem where it was growing, and this was really saggy. I'm just gonna cut here and cut all the way here, just to make sure that nothing goes in storage with being very, very soft. That's just from one plant. That's just from one canna plant, and I mean I have plenty here for next year from this variety, but I still have at least 5 more plants to do. Lots to do here today. It's a beautiful sunny day. The high today is like 55. So yes, thank you, Mother Nature, that I get a little break to work on these tubers, because it's a messy job, and I have to deal with water. I have to turn my outside water back on. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll see you on the next time.